Well, good morning. Welcome to Seneca County Board of Commissioner meeting. Today is Tuesday. It's December 16th, 2025. Our regular board session, 10 a.m. in the morning, and we'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Commissioner Bustecker.
Please pray with me. Thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to be here today. I ask you to understand when we make decisions for the county, we do the best we can with what we have. Today we will make some of those decisions. Amen.
Okay, amen. Roll call.
Commissioner Paradiso,
Here.
Commissioner Frankert,
Here.
Commissioner Bustecker.
Here.
All right, this time we'll accept a motion to approve the digital audio recordings of our previous board session on Tuesday, December 9th, 2025.
So move.
Second.
Okay, roll call.
Commissioner Bustecker.
Yep.
Commissioner Frankert,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes, minutes are approved. And so first item of business, we have our coroner here for an update. Dr. West. Good morning.
Good morning.
Appreciate you stopping in.
Thank you. Zachary West,
Thank
Seneca
you.
County Coroner. I wanted to take an opportunity as we get towards the end of the year to come provide this body an update of kind of the things that transact of the year. What you have before you is actually a really nice printout. This is courtesy, about May of this year, we adopted an electronic death record keeping system. Before, everything was on paper charts and paper files. This allows us to actually do it electronically. Part of this was funded by a grant that was available through the Ohio State Coroners Association, so some of the upstart costs of this was set off by that grant funding. But what it allows us to do is to print out forms like this that I can give data looking at the number of deaths in a year and then those cause and manner of deaths. So moving forward, statistically, it'll provide a nice ability to use that data and be able to reflect on that. You can see it's been kind of a busy year. November was an exceptionally busy month. If you remember, we had that incident on Huss Street that was in my jurisdiction as the coroner. Those cases are still pending a final autopsy, but I'll come back to that in just a moment. This, I apologize, this was printed yesterday, and overnight we actually had another case, so the number is now up to 67 cases that the coroner's office has had over jurisdiction over the year. We also have 74 what we call notification reports. Those are times when we were notified of a death and maybe declined jurisdiction, or if there was a death under hospice or something like that where they're required to notify us. We actually keep track of that data as well. Moving forward, we do make a note for the coroner files that we were contacted and then what transpired.
So if we add those two together, that's the
Total number of cases or calls that the coroner's office has received this year.
Okay.
So if you add the
Is it
67.
possible there's another death in the county that wouldn't be in one of these categories?
No, so it'd either be a coroner's case, that number should be 67 now overnight, and
Yeah.
then 74 notification reports for the year. So, and then if you flip it over, you can see the breakdown. Some of those are still pending, waiting on toxicology for some, and some of those I'm still waiting for results for me to review. But if you see, the cases per manner of death, the natural looks very big. Keep in mind that the notification reports are natural deaths. So if you subtract the 74 from the 109, that'll be the number of natural deaths that were under the coroner's office jurisdiction for the year that we ruled. And then the breakdown between the other categories of death, homicide, accidental, or suicide. And then it does do a nice printout on the cases per cause of death. So on the last page, it'll break down what was the preliminary statistical cause of death for record-keeping purposes. So, like I said, it's a very good program to have. We adopted that in about May, and then I went back when we started it in May and backfilled to the beginning of the year. We've had 44 autopsies. That will include the one that we sent up last night to Lucas County. So 44 autopsies to date. And also I had a data point to report 41 public records requests since the start of the year that the office responded to. So we keep track of that data as well. Some other updates. Beginning of my term, Seneca County was one of just a handful of counties in the state of Ohio that was not participating in overdose grant funding that was both available at the federal level and the state level. I applied for the county. We were involved into that grant as well. It was retroactive back into 2024, so we started collecting. It's not full reimbursement for overdose toxicology reimbursement. It's a partial, but it's something. So that grant money came back in from Q1 through Q2 through Q3 and Q4 of 2024. The application is pending. It's going to come from the Ohio Department of Health. I'll re-enroll us back for this next cycle as well. So we'll continue to, as long as that grant funding is available to offset the costs for the overdose toxicology studies, we'll continue to get that money.
Ballpark, what percentage would you say it is?
I don't know. I have to go back and look at the data. Sorry. We did hire 2 investigators. We have Amy Dickman. She's one of our investigators. We also have Stephen Harrison. He's a second investigator. Both of them have gone through the Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's offices. They have a basic and advanced medical legal death investigation courses. Myself, I had done the basic course, and I'm set to get in the advanced course next year. Both those courses train medical legal death investigators to do scene work and how to process those scenes. Like I said, both our investigators went through that. Incidentally, the very last day of their training of the second course was the very same day that the Huss Street incident took place. So both my investigators literally came from Cuyahoga County after a several-day course, made it back to Seneca County, and then we got the call that evening for that. So that very first day, they were able to utilize many of the skills that they had acquired in that training. I was exceptionally happy with the coroner's office response to that incident. Bear in mind, we had actually 2 scenes. We had the Huss Street scene, plus we had individuals at the scenes at the hospital. So my office had 2 scenes. We kind of divided amongst ourselves and responded to that entire incident. So, and just moving forward, one of the things that we're looking to do out of an essential kind of need to get access to information, part of a coroner's office's responsibility is positive identification of the decedent. Sometimes that's easier said than done. And verification of that information. So name, date of birth, social security number, address, next to kin if you can find that information. So we're actually going to apply for direct access to a system called OLEG. It's run by the Attorney General's office. It's the Ohio Law Enforcement Gateway. Coroner's offices were made allowed to have access to that per application, and I'm in the process of reviewing that information. Ultimately, we'll be able to have the same access that law enforcement does. So if we're trying to run an individual to gather some of that information or verify information, we'll have access to that system. So.
Is this a new law, or is this something new?
2023, the Ohio General Assembly expanded it to include coroner's offices. Before it was most law enforcement agencies. Where we kind of run into a little bit of a hiccup is sometimes law enforcement is able to share some of that information for us to help verify it. And other times, particularly if they were not responding to an incident, but yet we're trying to verify information against some of these databases, they get into a little bit of an issue where they're not able to share per law. So ultimately, it was Union County Coroner's Office that brought that to the attention of the General Assembly. That culminated up into legislation that ultimately got passed, which allowed direct access for coroner's offices if they apply. So we're in the process of getting that done. And that's kind of the updates I have. Any questions for myself?
What is a polydrug toxicity?
So more than one drug. So they had more than one drug in their system at the time of their death. So.
And when you have blunt force trauma, is that like someone could have fallen, or is that some other?
It could be a motor vehicle accident typically. Okay. So the injury sustained during a motor vehicle accident will be classified as a blunt force trauma. So.
What do you see coming down the pike? Needs, wants, what you're planning for 2026?
Yep. So finishing that OLEG application and getting that enrolled in that should not cost us anything to get that done. And then some things, communication platforms, maybe looking at that a little bit. Things have worked really well, but you find those little things as you go along that you'd like to revise and improve. One of the things we're kind of brainstorming yet is working with EMS for the county. They have some critical information that the coroner's office might want, such as the time of death that they pronounced an individual when they respond. We're working on ways, and probably will meet with EMS at some point in the near future to discuss how we might be able to make sure that information goes from when they respond and ultimately to the coroner's office. Usually by the time the coroner's office responds, whoever was the EMS have already left. So then we're chasing them back down, trying to get that information from them. They're back in the field and the bus goes back to service. Like I said, we're probably on a plan to meet with EMS at some point in the near future to discuss how we might be able to relay that information to this office when we respond on the scene. So,
Things out at the hospital pretty good.
yeah, they've
Good
been,
relationship with them and the morgue and
yep.
everything.
It's been a good working relationship. They've worked well with us. When they need to notify us, we're getting those calls from them. Use of their morgue if we need to store someone in there. Before sending them up to Lucas County, they're working well with our office to get that done. So
Great. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's, I know the mental health piece is something that you deal with, right? There's suicides and just the whole thing. Yeah, great. Nice report.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very nice. Next, there's Andrew. You ready? You want a break?
No, I'm ready.
Okay.
I wanted to ask him a question.
Expansion, so,
We can start off with your question then. Eddie.
No, it's fine, it's
expansion.
fine. Good morning, Mircea Handru with the Mental Health and Recovery Service Board. I will have something to pass out to you guys as well, and then I will start with my presentation. Just for information purposes, I'm gonna start from the beginning, and then we can go into the presentation. So, this one page really shows the map of mental health and recovery service boards across the state of Ohio. There are 50 boards right now in the state of Ohio, covering 88 counties. We are, as you guys know, a 4-county district covering to the north Ottawa, Sandusky, Seneca, and Wyandotte counties. We used to be, for approximately the first 50 years, a 3-county district, but in 2021, we adopted and merged with Ottawa County, which was a really unique development in the state of Ohio. Earlier this year, in middle of April or so, the Huron County Mental Health and Recovery Service Board, their executive director resigned. And at that time, my organization and the Huron County has been in discussion, and my organization approved for me to act as an interim executive director for Huron County as well. That was effective May 1st. And I have been doing that since May 1st of this year. In early June, their their fiscal manager or CFO resigned as well. And starting June, we are also handling all the finances for the Huron County Board. Some challenges there were that they had, I took over May 1st and they had a levy on a ballot. Early May 6th, I believe was the election date. They had a replacement with an increase, and the levy fell by approximately 10 points. So, they fell pretty bad in Huron County. So first thing that we did, we look at the finances, we restructured the budget, we look to move forward and approve the needs, but not so much the wants. So we really restructured some of the things they are doing, some of the process, some of the policy, some of the contracting, and then we made a decision as a board, their board in particular, to approach the voters and ask for a renewal in November. So we did ask for a renewal in November, and that levy passed. There was a 10-year levy, which is very good for Huron County because it gives them that kind of 10-year stability in local funding from property taxes. Shortly after November, the Huron County Mental Health and Recovery Service Board looked at all their options moving forward and adopted a resolution in November to ask the county commissions of Huron County and the county commissioners in our 4 counties to accept Huron County to merge into our 4-county district. That was the first step. There was a 13-0 vote by the Huron County Mental Health Board. The second step was Huron County commissioners look at their long-term planning and how they want their organization to look in their own county. And I want you to know that they also passed a resolution 3-0 for the merger. And in that resolution, they asked our 4-county board, as well as you guys, to revise this and also adopt a resolution to accept the merger onto Huron County to our board. This document is the document that we share with the Huron County commissioners, so they have an idea about our 4-county organization. So I just wanted to share that with you, or for transparency purposes. I was asked many times what is some of the downsides of merger, and I really can't think of any, other than you change the name. We discussed with both boards, and we strongly believe in being efficient with taxpayer funds. As you guys know, right now in the state of Ohio, probably the number one hot topic is property taxes and how that might change in the future. We want to be very efficient with taxpayer funds. We want to be able to provide the same services or even enhance services without raising the taxes, without raising any property taxes to these 5 counties. And one way to do that, I strongly believe, is through consolidation of public entities. In this process, shortly after the Huron County Commissioners voted 3-0, I also met with the state director twice. One-on-one, we met one time in Sandusky, and we met approximately 2 weeks ago here in my office in Tiffin. And she was actually really excited to see public entities taking the lead to consolidate. I think at the state level, they're pretty excited. They are just waiting for all of us at the local level to act.
She ultimately has to sign off.
Yes, she will be the last step.
Okay.
So I want to also make you aware that the Sandusky County Commissioners already voted 3-0 to accept the merger. The Ottawa County Commissioners voted 3-0 to accept the merger. And last week I spoke with Wyandotte County, and they might be voting today as well for that. So it's really Wyandotte County and Seneca County left. And once I have the whole package together, my goal is to send it to the state by the end of this month and for them to then approve the merger. We are asking for the merger to be effective July 1, just because of the state fiscal budget makes it much easier, so it won't happen right away. I want you to be aware that by state law, when we merged with Ottawa County in 2021, we changed a few things in the law with the help of our legislators. So I want to take, Senator Reineke, Senator Gavron were instrumental in helping us out, as well as Representative Swearingen and Click. But 2 things that we changed is, one, if the county commissioners of all counties agree, the state must approve the merger. So I want you guys to be aware, okay? That's the law.
Putting a little pressure on there.
But the state can take up to 12 months according to the law, but the state must approve the merger. The second thing that we clarify is that funds collected in one particular county has to stay with that county. So whatever is collected in Seneca County has to stay with Seneca County residents. It can be moved to Sandusky County or Wyandotte County and so on, and same with them. And today I want you to be aware that every county has a property tax levy, except Ottawa, who has 2. Okay? But whatever is collected in every county stays with that county. Huron County, I think it's a very similar county to us, to Seneca, to Sandusky, both in size and culture is what I would say. Very good board. We receive a lot of help from the sheriff there and the county commissioners. They have been very supportive. We also share the same main service providers. So the service providers that provide mental health and addiction services and crisis, we already share them with Huron County. So it'll be a very easy transition for them, for the service providers. I think everybody's looking forward. Throughout the process, I haven't really found anything that anybody is concerned about. I think we will probably be used as a model across the state when it comes to consolidation of public entities and try to be more efficient with public funds. I think the state will probably do that once this process is finalized. I'm proud that, again, we are doing it again. This, again, never happened in the history of the board in Ohio, and we do it twice in 4 years, with Ottawa County in 2021 and now with Huron County. So try to be very conservative, but the key word is to be efficient with public funds, and we all should care about what is really our mission, which is services for the clients. I don't care what the organization is called, I don't care which order the counties go, we should all focus on the services for the clients. And when you talk with families in needs, they care about accessing those services and the quality of those services. They don't care where your office is, they don't care if you have 6 employees or 10 employees. We really need to be efficient and make sure those services are available to our district. In this document, you see a little bit about our organization. Was really good educational document for Huron County to see. On the first 2 pages, those are our current 6 full-time employees. If the merger is approved, we are planning to hire another full-time employee that I already selected. So we won't be hiring, we won't be like a job posting or anything like that. You can see a little bit about our board. Since fiscal year 13, We were approximately $3.5 million budget a year. We are over $12 million today, and that obviously will probably go up with the Huron County merger. Talks a little bit about some of the grants, talks a little bit about some of the capital projects. I had a meeting yesterday in Sandusky County, and we're talking about capital projects. I want you guys to know, when I started with the board 13 years ago, we own zero capital. We own zero properties. We were renting an office at the Tiffin Developmental Center. Today, we own approximately 10 properties in the 4-county district and brought in approximately $5 million in state capital funds to pay for those properties, where now we can provide services. So pretty proud of those things. With the merger of Huron County, we will own another office there that they have in Norwalk and a recovery home. With that, I'll open for questions.
So there's one board for all 4/5 counties, right?
Correct, one board, one organization, effective July 1, starting July.
They're just equally represented. Is there, 3 from every county, or how's the board?
Right now, the board, the max number of board members is 18, which we have right now. The county commissioners have to split 12 out of those 18 appointments among
Each
all
county
counties.
would have 3.
Per population. If we have 5 counties,
Okay.
you still have 12. If
Okay.
we're gonna merge with Huron County, you still have 12.
All right.
Usually Wyandotte County gets the least amount of appointments, and we usually try to stagger them, and they kind of keep rotating. And then the state of Ohio has the discretion to appoint 6 from anywhere within the district. But we have a pretty balanced board. Right now, Seneca County has the most. Seneca, Sandusky, we try to look at the population of the county. We do have a very, very good board. Obviously now with the merger of Huron County, for example, we have the city of Bellevue that's in 4 counties, so if they are pretty much almost anywhere in Bellevue, they can represent everybody. But we have a very solid board that always looks at the best interest of the organization. I never felt that we had a Seneca County member that doesn't care about Wyandotte County, or the other way around. We have a very good board.
And then is the overhead, so your office of 6, soon to be 7, you take that cost allocated out?
That's correct,
And
Commissioner.
then whatever money's left, each county has that for their services.
Correct.
And so under that method, it is, and it has to be more efficient.
Well, we're projecting,
Operating.
just for Huron County, we're projecting around $250,000
It's
just in administrative
Just
services.
administrative
In
savings,
savings,
plus you're
yes.
going to run it better. Yeah,
Correct.
okay, got it.
Usually if our administrative cost is $100 a year, some of the state and federal grants allows us to take admin cost out. So let's say we take admin cost of $20 a year, that $80 now is split among 5 counties versus 4 counties, whatever is left. So free up a little bit of administrative cost in every of the county. Every single county should benefit. I mean, in addition to the administrative cost, I want the public and you guys to understand this, really brings great opportunities of multi-county collaboration. We all have to understand that sometimes we apply for competitive state or federal grants, and now we have to compete against Lorain County, Lucas County, Cuyahoga County. Now we can't compete. Now we have a very large district, now we have 5 counties. When we apply for these grants, which we just applied for 3 weeks ago, I'm getting not 1 letter of support from a sheriff, I'm getting 5 sheriffs to give me a letter of support. I'm getting 5 DJFS directors, I'm getting a lot of county judges, or probate juvenile judges. So I think the strength in us being more competitive is really at a higher level now. Obviously, to multi-county collaboration, as you guys know, we developed recently the foster care treatment project that we had with 4 counties, and now I think it's expanded in 8 to 10 counties in Northwest Ohio, and just many other projects that I don't think a county by itself can do it. It doesn't matter if it's Seneca or Sandusky or Ottawa. It's very, very difficult for us to do it as a single rural county, but we can do it as a district, where everybody puts in a little bit of money, and now we can do it. And now it doesn't matter where the home is located or the project is located, they all pay the same rate. I'll give you guys an example that I gave Huron County. Today, Huron County has 0 mental health group home beds. 0. They have none in their county. So every client or individual that needs mental health group home placement have to be shipped out of county. But 2 things happen. One, they get at the bottom of the list. You're always going to have a long wait time. and two, they pay a premium price compared to what we pay. We have 4 counties. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 mental health group homes in the 4 counties right now. It doesn't matter where the home is located. A Seneca County resident, if they go to Ottawa County Mental Health Group Home, they pay the same rate as the home will be located in Tiffin. And they go top of the list. So we see our district as a one big county. It doesn't matter where the project is located. They can access this, they can go straight to the top of the list, and we negotiate a much cheaper rate than somebody coming from out of county. If somebody from Wood County want to access their homes, they will go to the bottom of the list, and we'll have them pay a premium price if we have a bed open. So that's a big benefit to Huron County now and to all of us moving forward.
How full are your beds
Pretty
now?
neat.
Pardon?
How full are your homes now?
The mental health group home are probably 95% capacity. We are pretty full. We are pretty full. We just opened a 15-bed co-ed 24/7 facility in Fremont. Around 3-4 months ago, we are 100% capacity today. I checked this morning, we are all full. We are actually planning to open a children mental health group home in Fremont as well. This is the first one that we ever had in our history in a board district. That's a children mental health group home, 7-bed, opening early next year. And that's in Fremont. And again, maybe we're gonna do another one where all counties can share the beds.
So from a senator representative, I'm just count, you said Senator Gavarone and Representative Swearingen. We have 3 senators, is that what it would be in the 5-county area? 3 different senators. Who's the senator for Huron County?
Well, Gavarone is still there. We have more state
All
reps.
the way over?
Yes.
Huron? Okay, I thought,
Sturgeon, yeah.
so she has a big area then?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, and then.
We have more representatives, yes.
So we have 2 senators, then. Senator
Correct.
Reinke and Senator Gavarone cover all 5 counties.
Kelly Dieder is the representative for Huron County. And actually, Western Ottawa County, we have Josh Williams too, right now.
Oh, yeah, Josh, yeah, okay.
So he covers a little bit of our board district as well.
And that helps
Correct.
with having more
Yeah, makes more yep.
representatives down there. That's interesting, okay, good. Any questions, comments?
So you say you are looking at potentially putting some facilities in Huron County then? Is your goal at some point in time, much like what we have here? I don't mean like for your offices, I mean as a whole.
Yeah, good question. So first of all, we're not gonna have a bunch of offices in each county, no. We're gonna be efficient. But when it comes to, we don't have a concrete facility to open in Huron County today. We will have to look more deeper into the need and the funding after the merger.
It seems like around here, you guys have done a pretty good job finding a place to make it, reasonable priced property that you could do something and make it good. I've been out to the Phoenix facility and I thought that was pretty decent.
We try to be competitive to bring in outside funding, if possible, and we also try to be accountable. We're negotiating our recovery housing contracts yesterday, and we're telling everybody is whatever the per diem rate is, I want you guys to be aware, if the per diem rate is $20 a day per bed, we are negotiating as a board would pay 50% of their 60% of their subsidy, but the client gotta pay 40%. And the agency is getting our 60% only after the client pays the 40%. If you don't collect the rent from the client, you're not gonna collect the rent from the board. So putting accountability and we share the risk among all of us. It's not just as a public entity, just writing the check to everybody. Gotta be a risk on the agency and gotta be a little bit of a risk share on the client.
Put some skin in the game.
Everybody has to share that if you wanna make it successful. And right now, we're pretty proud of all of our projects, and I think agencies understand it, and we have a set goal that everybody gotta meet, and that's what we're aiming for. And in the annual report, you guys gonna get every year, which you're gonna get here January, February, every single home that we own that has clients inside. How many clients were there? How many left successful? How many unsuccessful? How much money were put in that home and where the money came from? Was it the mental health board or was it the client rent? You're gonna get every single dollar amount for every home that we have in the annual report.
What is if there's an average length of time till they're back on the road again and stuff with it, what would you say ballpark?
For the mental health group homes, those individuals are long-term.
They're long term?
We have people there that've been over 10 years
Okay.
in our system. Some of them gonna be there long, long term,
Jeez.
okay? In a recovery home, I would say the average is 6 to 9 months. By law, in a recovery home, as long as they pay rent and follow the protocol established by us, we are not allowed to put a time frame on their length of stay. So we do have some that been there over 2 years. They gotta pay rent, they gotta stay clean, they gotta have employment, they gotta follow the program rules. And as long as they do those, they can stay in the home.
Okay, so how much of all of this do you do directly, and how much do you outsource to third parties? There's a lot of moving parts with these homes and services and.
We monitor them all, audit them all, review them all, and fund them all, but the direct service is provided through nonprofits.
Okay.
Actually, by law, we are not allowed to provide the direct service
So they
ourselves.
hire the people.
They hire the people.
And then you just do everything you said.
Correct. In different counties, there are different vendors or agencies, I should call it, but we hire different agencies to do it,
And
yes.
are you constantly reviewing agencies? Are people approaching you, different agencies, you seeking them out, or they?
Sometimes we seek them out and kind of help them get established, and sometimes they seek us out, so it all depends. But the board goes through a funding approval process every year or every other year
I see.
for these services, yes. We go through a process.
Okay. Good. Anything else?
Thank you.
Anything else?
I just appreciate if you guys will
So we need,
adopt the resolution.
how does that work, Barb?
It's in the resolution.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yep, it's in there. I'm not
That's
sure
all.
exactly how far down it is, but it's in
You
there.
want to just wait and do it then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty, Bill, commissioner reports?
Okay. Last Tuesday night, went to a fair board meeting, and they've had a really good turnout for the lights before Christmas. Good turnout for that. They've been really excited about that.
What
All of
happens to, does all that money go to the junior fair?
She works in a junior fair and stuff with it, yeah.
Yeah,
And
it was for the building, and now they'll find
then,
some.
yeah, definitely, junior fair, and then, yeah, like I say, if they need pans, gates, whatever, like that.
It goes
Yeah,
to them,
it goes
yeah.
to junior fairs.
Got it.
Bulk of it goes, so, yep. The barns are all full with their rentals and stuff with it, so, it's a nice little income to kind of get them through in between the downtime and stuff with it, so. Good meeting, they're getting ramped up, and January will be their annual meeting out of Columbus to sign up all their vendors and all the entertainment and stuff to come, so. They're be hitting the road hard starting January, so.
Thinking about the fair in July.
Right, exactly,
Maybe
yeah,
there's
it comes
nothing
fast,
else.
yes. And then last Wednesday, we had our OSS meeting. Was that the week before?
Last week.
Last week,
Last
yeah.
week.
I like to have fun, so, hey,
Yeah.
after I said that, I guess it was, yeah.
I wrote
so-
that down too.
Yeah, so we had the
Yeah.
OSS meeting and just kind of a quick and went over the budget and stuff with it, and we started moving forward with that process, so. And then Thursday was the Township Association meeting over next door to Chandelier, and kind of had some updates from OTA and stuff, and as it's on everybody's radars, kind of a discussion about property taxes, so. A lot of questions there, and then cyber and stuff, because even townships who don't have extensive, they all have their computers, and it is kind of a narrative for them. I think here July 1st for their cyber stuff to get that in line and stuff with it, so. Some discussion there, and then last night we had actually yesterday morning, had a viewing for the vacation of County Road 31 around in Liberty Township, Bettsville area, and then last night we had a public hearing for that, and had a tremendous turnout for hearing stuff on it, so. That's what I got.
Good. Thanks. Yep.
Sure. Let's see, last Tuesday, attended a vestment committee. On Wednesday, also was at OSS. Thursday, I went to, GFS had, I think it's their quarterly meeting, and then Elaine Cook retired, so I got a chance to give her a proclamation, which was pretty cool. She was very embarrassed, so, it's kind of fun. Then after that, I went over and I sat with Chief Boyer and Jared, our we want to, what's his title?
He's an IT technician.
He's our IT technician.
Jared.
Related to law enforcement, trying to get everything squared away with the law enforcement end of our county computer inventory. We got that pretty well done, and we're looking at getting that number all put together, and hopefully maybe next week. I know she's looking
Did
at
we
me.
start that like May or when did we
What's
start?
We
that
started
now?
that in like July.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're, but no,
Yeah.
it's good. No,
So
I'm
we-
saying that
It's,
in a.
it's a large undertaking.
There-
Yeah,
theirs is
I'm
by
not- I'm saying
far
that in a
the most-
positive way. It's been a heck of a,
Yeah,
Lot
theirs
of
is a
work.
little different than everybody else's, because, you know,
yeah.
every car has
Oh, it's
computer
unbelievable.
and it may be out, so.
You should be excited that you're getting.
Yeah,
this.
extremely, really.
And that's
So
a
we-
ton of work.
We went through
Ton of
what they have, we've discussed what needs upgraded, what we need to do the next step after that next year with some planning. Potentially, Chief Boyer's gonna look for some grants for some of the common MDT, the laptops for their cruisers, alongside ones that I think we'll probably need to authorize. It's a big undertaking. Then I went to the Township Association meeting as well. On Friday, Barb and I had a meeting with Jared and RCR discussing everything IT. I think we probably spent about 3 hours on that on Friday. Where we are with that, and made sure that they have the current copy of the new policy for cyber. Discussed a couple other things with, again, where we're thinking those computers is likely to need to be. As we were in the middle of that, we had an issue here in the building that we had lost
Internet.
internet connection, and it seemed to fall apart again over the weekend. It sounded like they got it fixed yesterday. So, and then yesterday I went to the morning viewing, and then we went out to the County Road 31 hearing. So that brings us up to date.
That I won't repeat, but investment committee, I'll repeat this, repeat the details. Investment committee, OSS meeting, township meeting, viewing, vacation, we all were there. But what I just heard was grants, so I want to thank, you think about, we don't say this enough, commissioners are responsible for the general fund and the budget, but you just mentioned Chief Deputy Boyer at the Sheriff's Office writing grants, you talked about writing grants, our coroners writing grants, all those efforts made by department heads, elected officials, for their department really go a long way, and we appreciate it. So just want to make a note of that. We see a lot of that going on. Yeah, and
And it helps.
it really, really helps. And so we're able to maybe put those two together, the grant plus a little extra money, and a lot of times we can really leverage that, you know, for a positive. So thank you. County Administrator report.
Well, I'll give the same sentiment of always. I attended almost every meeting that they, other than OSS, that they attended last week.
We're moving on to next week.
And also within that, I have been working on grant paperwork. We're back to the grants. For the congressionally directed spending award for our ag building that we received from, I believe that was Senator Marino. He pushed that through for us, $560,000. So there's a lot of paperwork involved there, so I'm trying to get all of the details and get everything back to the USDA so that we can get some of that funding.
Can we still send a letter? I know you texted me. I mean, Can we
Yeah.
send a thank you letter and send it to Tim Schneider?
Absolutely.
I did, he called back and said, he's remote, so after Doge and everything in the government, his aide works from home.
Yeah.
Doesn't have an office.
Yeah.
You can email him a thank you
Yeah,
letter from
absolutely.
the three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Senator Marino got us, and Commissioner Frank was anxious to spend it. You ready to get started out there on that building?
So yeah, I'm working on that grant
Let's do that.
paperwork.
Yeah, I need to
And I'll get an
scan
email
an
out for
too.
him, yep.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I've been spending a lot of my time in the last few days, trying to go through all the paperwork, some of it has to go to the prosecutor's office, some of it needs additional signatures from outside parties, so I'm trying to get all of that culminated
You should
together.
be pretty good with USDA by now.
I've had questions, so.
Yeah.
But I do have a person that I can call, so that makes it nice that I get an answer directly, so. But I'm working on, getting, all the information from RCM, the architects for, because some of that information needs to go into this grant writing and, get back to them, in regards to them. I don't know that they understand that we got some of this funding, so I need to get back to them on that so that they understand that we may have to do this project in a couple of phases so that we can get USDA money spent and kind of get them out of the picture so that they're not through the whole entire project.
The state money's next summer, right? The
Yeah.
state, Yeah,
Yeah.
you got it.
So
Yeah.
so it's just been a lot of paperwork for me, reading and understanding, so, but that's how I've spent my last week or so.
Good job. Anything else? Any old business? I want to bring up the EMS lot. So we have our eyes on some property for a new EMS building that will service Thompson Township, Adams Township, Pleasant Township, the village of Green Springs, really that whole area over there up to Republic. We've ordered a survey, and Commissioner Frankert is going to, we're going to try to get an offer to purchase with the farmer put together, and there'll be more to come. So once we secure the land, and that'll be his task to get that offer put together, and then we'll make that public, and we'll move forward with the next phase. So we're pretty excited about the location and building out that section of the county. So wanted to bring that up. Thank you. Anything else from your end?
No.
Good? Good? Okay, new business.
Couple of supplemental appropriations for the general fund. I have the inmate psychotropic medications of $25,000. This is a grant from Mental Health and Recovery Services Board. Thank you, Mircha. And then also the Seneca County Employee Health Fund, the administrative fees of $2,382.96. This is for our broker. She helps kind of keep track of our benefits. So this is the last payment to her. It was a little shy because it's based on number of people that are on the plan. So again, it's a shot in the dark when we do budgets. So,
Brad.
yeah,
Brad, of course.
so.
I'll make the motion to approve the supplemental appropriations.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, any discussion? Go ahead.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. So perhaps approved.
Move on to resolutions then. Resolution authorizing the Seneca County Board of Commissioners to enter into an agreement or contract with the Sandusky Valley Domestic Violence Shelter Incorporated for case management and homeless prevention services on behalf of the Seneca County Department of Job and Family Services.
So move
Second.
with just a little background.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little background, thank you.
I'm
Some
gonna have to,
pause.
sorry.
Unless you can say that.
I don't
2
have
times
the full
fast.
contract in front of me, so I'll have to do,
I think similar to what mental health does, they contract with their agencies. provide
yeah,
services
I believe
and
so.
stuff.
it's,
But
so
that's a
let's
new one
see.
I don't recognize.
They just do case management and homeless prevention services. And I think it's just something that we've done year after year.
Probably have, I don't recognize
Mm-hmm.
it either, but, so it's all in their budget, et
Yep,
cetera, et cetera. Okay, we good? All right, roll call.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution entering into contract with Fry Mechanical for the HVAC improvements at the Seneca County Museum.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Okay, discussion, roll call?
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution authorizing a memorandum of understanding for child abuse and neglect, ORC 2151.421K2, and developmental disabilities, ORC 5126.058, between local agencies and the Seneca County Department of Job and Family Services.
So move.
Second that. Any discussion? Good, roll call?
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. Approved?
Resolution authorizing a memorandum of understanding between the Board of County Commissioners of Ottawa County, the Board of County Commissioners of Sandusky County, and the Board of County Commissioners of Seneca County. This is for the waste management.
Withdrawal process.
Yes.
Okay. I'll make a motion, or, so moved.
Second.
Okay, now discussion. So, Commissioner, want to update us on this?
Yeah, so basically, through the
Please.
process of, as we've been talking about, withdrawing out of our solid waste district, that once the law, once it became law, what the process is, so we have to do a memorandum of understanding for up to 2 years to collaboratively work to kind of undo the solid waste district where we can be on our own, and the other 2 counties can move in a direction that they see fit for their own. So we've kind of worked back and forth, and so now this is a memorandum of understanding that gets us through the next, hopefully less than 2 years to get the process done to have our own solid waste.
You
district.
talked to them with the lawyer.
Yeah, we had,
Okay.
so basically reviewed, I had Jack review it, and then Derek
Okay.
reviewed Jack, and, yep, so we're, move forward with it.
Good. Any other discussion? Okay, roll call?
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution to reduce maintenance assessments pursuant to section 6137.09 of the Ohio Revised Code. This is for the Conservation District ditch maintenance. It is for T Farms is the owner. It's a 50% reduction to their ditch maintenance assessment.
I'll make the
That's good
motion.
news.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Okay, roll call?
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of Seneca County, Ohio, for the purpose of accepting the merger of Huron County to the existing Mental Health and Recovery Services Board of Seneca, Ottawa, Sandusky, and Wyandotte counties.
I'll make
So
the
moved.
motion. There you go.
Okay, I'll second.
Okay.
Move second. Any more discussion? So, okay, roll call.
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. Nice job, Mears.
Thank you.
So, good.
The last resolution I have is a resolution setting time, date, and place to receive sealed bids for the chiller replacement at Seneca County Job and Family Services. There'll be a pre-bid meeting on Friday, December 19th at 10 a.m. at Job and Family Services, and then a bid opening on Tuesday, December 30th at 10 a.m. here at the Commissioner's office.
So move.
Second.
This is a big deal, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ed's been fighting with the chiller out there all year. It's been an ongoing issue, so we're trying to get it taken care of, and we'll get that moving forward, so.
We had our, just a perspective for the public real quick, we had an analysis of our needs, our priorities of all our buildings, and this was on the initial list. But we tackled the sheriff and the jail first, the juvenile center. Still, both of those are still being wrapped up, and now we're pleased to be able to have the funds and be able to move forward with
Yeah.
with the chiller out there. It's a big project, so good job. At some point, we'll get a capital update, some point
Yep.
from you and Ed.
Yep.
Give us maybe a review of what we did, what we're working on, because I know you guys have a lot of.
There's a lot of moving
you got
pieces
a lot
right
of
now,
things going on. I
so.
think it'd be good for us and the public.
Yep.
So, okay, any other discussion? We good? Good. Roll call?
Commissioner Bustecker?
Yes.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. Good job.
That's all I have.
That's it. Anything else?
Nope.
Any public comment, any other thoughts? Next Tuesday,
Next Tuesday.
meet again next Tuesday. Thank you, and meeting's adjourned.